Okay. It's clear now. Voice is clear, guys.
Yes, audible only.
Guys, voice is clear.
It's clear.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Naveen, are you able to listen to my voice now?
Yes, sir.
Guys, are you able to listen to my voice now? Guys,
Yes,
please respond.
yes, sir.
The voice is too low, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, I will speak it loud. Okay. 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 Fine. So guys, are you able to listen my voice?
Sir, your voice is very, very low, sir.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Fine, Ahmad. So I'm going to start. So guys, for today's agenda, so we are going to see for today's agenda. So we are going to discuss about the DevOps. Okay. What is the DevOps and what are the tools and what are the topics and we are going to cover so during our next 2 months. Okay. So first of all, so let us go. There are two agendas for today. Only the agendas will be one thing is what is DevOps, and toolkit. What are the toolkit? So we are going to cover during the DevOps. What are the toolkit we are going to cover during our DevOps, right? So first of all, so before we are going to understand and what is the DevOps, so first of all, I am going to explain and what are the processes are available. What are the teams? How many teams are available existing? Suppose without any DevOps, how many teams are existingly available? So in this scenario, so I can draw a small diagram. So one is for I can categorize two things. So one is for old process. So this is called as a legacy model. Legacy model. So second one is new process. For new process, we can call it as a modernization way. Modernization. So guys, this is what the word is very important. So modernization is very important. So one is for legacy model and another one is for the modernization way. One is for legacy model and another one is for the modernization way. So whenever we are going to discuss, okay, so there are two different types teams are available. If you take any company or if you take any project in the world, so we have two different teams are available. So here the first thing is one is for development team and second one is application maintenance team. So one is for development team and another one is for the application maintenance team. Maintenance team. So we have the development team and another one is for the application maintenance team. So whenever if you want to take that, whenever if you want to take the development team, so what are the people are working together? So in the developer side, so we have three teams are working closely. So we have the developers and we have the QA people. QA people are nothing but testers. We can call it as QA people are nothing but testers and build engineers. Build engineers. So what build engineers can do? The build engineers is the responsible to packaging all your project and we have to deploy into separate types of environment. So what developers can do? Developers are nothing but it should be Java developers, it should be .NET developers or any kind of developers. So these developers will be responsible. These developers will be responsible to develop your project. So basically the Java, .NET, PHP, Python. So these are the developers. And QA people are nothing but testers. So whatever the code developed by the developers, they are going to test their code. So in the testing means we have the different types of testing, guys. So unit testing is nothing but developers can do, and integration testing, block box testing, whiteboard, that is etc. That is for QA. But our side as a DevOps engineer, we no need to worry. Irrespective of the teams are available, irrespective of the team, irrespective of the people are available, we no need to worry. Okay. So we have the development team and application maintenance team. In the application maintenance team, we can call it as, so we have the system admin. So first thing, operating system admin, right? So operating system is nothing but Linux admin, Unix admin, Sun Solaris admin. These people we can call it as a operating system admin. So next one is we can call it as web server and application server admin. Web and application server admin.
నేను
Web
లాగిన్
and
అవ్వమని చెప్పి
application server admin. And third
ఎవరు
one
నీ
is
రంగా
we can say
నిన్న
DBA.
రంగా నువ్వు లాగిన్ అవరా అసలు నీకు ఐడియా వస్తుందని చెప్పి
Yeah.
జూమ్ డౌన్లోడ్
And
చేస్తారా
fourth one is we can say middleware,
లాగిన్
middleware
అవ్వడం
engineers. So simply you need to understand one thing, guys. So if you take any project in the world, if you take any project in
ఇన్ని
the world,
రోజులు
so they have categorized.
చరణ్
If you take any project in the world, so they have categorized into two things. So one is for application development team, and another one is for the application maintenance team.
Hello.
So in the development team, so we have the developer and we have the build engineers and we have the QA people. And whereas application maintenance team, we can call it as operating system, web server, application server, DBA, and middleware. So these are very, very important. And let us come to the modernization way. So before going to modernization way, first of all, we have to understand and what are the difficulties are here. Let us suppose you are deploying our application into the production. Okay. So whenever you are deploying your application into the production, then automatically the development team will developing your project, right? And QA people will test the project and Melanie is going to building your project. So once it is completed, so it should round robin between the development to application. This one like this. Suppose if you get any issue in that, so what developers are saying that no, there is no issue with the application code. Might be issue with the server. So the request will round robin with the request will go to the application team, application maintenance team. So we can see the administrators team. Administrators are saying that there is no issue with the administration, maybe issue with the development. So because we don't have any trackability, guys. Okay, here we don't have any trackability, or here we don't have any accountability, and to get all the problems, right? So instead of resolving that issue, the issue will be round robin in between the teams. The issue will be round robin in between the teams. So we have the developer and we have the QA people. We have the developer and we have the QA people. We have the developers and we have the QA people. So this is very, very important. So now coming to the modernization way. Coming to the modernization way. So what is the problem here? So the development team, developers are working, QA people are working, build engineers are working. Whereas in application maintenance team, system administrator, Linux administrator, DBAs, middlewares, all the people, rest of the people are working here. Whenever the problem is occurred, so they don't have any trackability, guys. Okay, like so the developers saying that only I know only development. Why? Because if you take any project in the world, so we have if you take any project in the world, couple of environments will be there. If you take any project in the world, so we have 4 different types of environments. So let me explain what are the 4 different types of environment. Only those people should own only those kind of environment. So coming to the environment wise, so we have the development environment, call environment, set environment, and production environment, right? So we have the developer environment, and we have the qual environment, and we have the set environment, and we have the production environment. Okay, so this is called it as an environment because the developer environment only developers are working. Developer environment only developers. So who are the developers? It should be Java developers, should be .NET developers, or should be PHP or Python. Okay, whatever you want. So nowadays the Python developer, Python full stack is also most of the people are using. But as a DevOps engineer, we don't need to worry. Irrespective of any kind of technology, irrespective of any kind of configuration, so we can do. Irrespective of any kind of configuration, so we can able to do that. So this is very important. So next one is, so we have the qual environment. In the qual environment, what they can do, the qual environment is responsible for testing. Only QA persons are working here. And certain environments are working here. Stakeholders. We can call it as stakeholders. Stakeholders are nothing but employees of the organization, customers of the organization, some set of customers. And production is nothing but live data. So that's why I'm telling you, right? So whenever we are getting any production issue, the developers are not sure. Developers are working only for their own developer environment and they can able to manage. QA people are working on only QA environment. So if I ask QA people to check in the production issue, so there might be reported, but they don't know what is happening. Even the developers of the development team is also don't know how many servers are available. Okay, right. This is the problem here. Now, how we can able to minimize this problem? Because what was the happen here? The main problem is lack of communication in between the development team and application maintenance team. Due to lack of communication in the application maintenance team, so we are getting lot of issues. We are getting lot of issues. We are getting lot of issues. So now how we can able to handle this situation? So this is very important. How we can able to handle this situation? If you want to handle this situation, then here the DevOps engineer will come into the picture, guys. So we need some person to take care about all kind of configuration. We need someone person to take care about all kind of configuration, right? So here the same way that I can do diagram like this. So we have the development team, we have the application maintenance team. Okay, so same way we can say the development, and we have the application maintenance team. Right. Okay, so we have the development team and we have the application maintenance team, right? So in between, see guys, here the DevOps engineer will come into the picture. So the DevOps engineer is the responsible. DevOps engineer will be responsible to take care about all kind of configurations, guys. To take care about, but here we don't have any provision, right? Here we don't have any provision. This is a legacy model, old model. Till last 5 years or 6 years, the most of the people, right? So most of the people are using like this. In the world, whenever the world system, say the DevOps is very since last 5 years, the DevOps is started for all the projects, guys. So if you take statistics. So earlier, 5 years before, the companies are only started 30%. But nowadays, 90% of the companies are started their application from legacy model to the modernization way. What is the legacy model? So lot of people are there here. So we have the network admin, Linux administrator, system administrator, network administrator, WebLogic, application WebLogic, WebSphere, Tomcat, and DBA also Oracle DBA. So based on the DBA middleware services, so many people are there. So they are working as a two different types of the teams, and to make your application will be available and different types of environment. And there is a one more interview question also. So let me explain clearly. Okay, there is very important interview question. So based on this answer only, the interviewer can know that whether the person is working on DevOps or not. Whether the person is working a realistic scenario or not. Okay, right. So right now all the people are working, right? All the people are working on the project. Okay, so all of a sudden we got one production issue. We got one production issue. Whenever we got some production issue, let us suppose Ajay. Let us suppose Ajay. So suppose I am the client. So I directly ping to Ajay. Ajay, can you please resolve the production issue? Because we had a production issue, right? We had a production issue. The issue will be we need to add one parameter. We need to add one parameter in the. We need to add one parameter into the database, right? So that is the problem. So if we update it, then automatically issue will be resolved. So what is your answer? What is the Ajay answer? Guys, can anyone tell me? You got my point? So all of a sudden we got a production issue. So your client directly pinging you. So please resolve the production issue immediately. The issue will be just we need to change one parameter. Just we have to change one parameter. Then how we can able to react? Can anyone guess? What is the answer? You people say yes, yes, I can change the configuration of the production, or no. What is your answer?
Production you cannot change.
Anyone ping me in the chat? No, no worries. Anyone ping me in the chat? Anyone ping me in the chat? Guys, no one don't know the answer? It's very simple answer, simple question. Okay. Suppose I am the client. Okay. I am the client and we had a production issue. So I am asking to, okay, Naresh is saying the production we can't change. Okay. Let me explain. So that is not a, we can change it now. We have, as a DevOps engineer, we have all access. Naresh, we have all access, right? We have all access. But we can say like this. Okay. Even we have all access. So at this point, we can simply say that at this point, we will not update any kind of configuration to the production. So first, I will get an approval from our product owner. So product owner is nothing but, so we can say architect. About the architect, we need to get an approval. Once approval is completed, then it should be developer environment, then qual environment, certain environment, finally production environment. So the main important point here. So whenever we got a production issue, we should not directly update into the production. That is very important. So first we have to update into the developer environment. So then we have to update into the qual environment. Then we have to update into the certain environment. Once we got approved, once we got approved, then we finally go for the production. Once we got approved, then finally we go for the production. So this is the answer, guys. This is your answer. Clear? Right. So next one is coming to the modernization way. So in the modernization way, So what is the main agenda of the modernization way? Whatever the manual process here, whatever the manual process are available here, so we are going to automate. We are going to automate. We are going to automate. Right. Okay. So we are going to automate. Clear? So we have the modernization way. Right. So what are the developer? So development team is mandatory. Okay, developers are mandatory. Whether all the development team is mandatory. Developer team is mandatory. Developer team is mandatory. Developer. And coming to the QA people also, whether the all automation is coming, QA people also there. And do we need a bill engineers? Guys, do we need a bill engineers in the modernization way? Do we need the bill engineers in the modernization way? Not needed. Why? Because already we already having the DevOps, right? The DevOps people are there. So because the bill engineers in the old process, they are only deploying our application into different types of environment. But here that should be taken care by DevOps engineers. So we reduced one role. Coming to the application maintenance team. In the application maintenance team, operating system, web server and application server, admin, DBA, middleware services, all the people are there, right? So we have all the people are there, right? So in this scenario, okay, in this scenario, so we no need to go for any of the operating system. So let's say Linux admin system, but nothing. We no need to go for any kind of these people. Instead of that, we can go for the cloud. In the modernization way, something will take it all the configuration, guys. See, if you want to go for, I want to provisioning the server, right? I want to from Linux administrator, system administrator, Unix, some all this will be there. I need a cloud. If you take a cloud, the cloud will take care each and everything. If you take a cloud, that cloud will take care about each and everything. Clear? The same way. The same way. Okay, the same way. So whenever if you want to go for the cloud, so the cloud will provide three different types of resources, guys. The cloud will be infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Infrastructure as a service will take care about servers, memory, CPU, etc. So this is called it as a infrastructure as a service, and platform as a service are called it as databases. Okay, even the cloud will provide all virtual databases as well. You don't need to separately install any kind of database, any kind of work. Software as services is ready-made products, emailing servers, everything. It should be provided by. Let me explain Gmail. So, are you people install any piece of software in the Gmail? No, right? You people will never install any kind of Gmail in your machine, right? You are just creating one account. That is called as a software as a service, guys. So now clear everyone. So when it is coming to the modernization way, so we are only having three people because earlier this will be taken care by cloud engineers. Cloud engineers are nothing but it should be AWS, Azure, GCP. It should be AWS or Azure or GCP, any of the cloud, right? So, but here the cloud AWS is very powerful. After that Azure, after that GCP, guys. So this is the sequence. Out of these two, I will explain. At least I will try to help you two clouds. Two clouds I will provide the help you. Okay, right? So this cloud will also take care by DevOps engineer. Earlier we have one more cloud engineer is needed, but now the DevOps engineer will self take care about it. So finally, how many resources are available? Only three resources, guys. So one is for developer, one is for QA people, and second one is QA, Third one is DevOps engineer. DevOps engineer. So you might having one doubt. Sir, DevOps engineer is a god. DevOps engineer is no needed for Java. DevOps engineer needed for no, nothing is there. DevOps engineer having their own dedicated tools, guys. DevOps is having their own dedicated tools. Okay. So whenever we are working on the DevOps, so it can contain some dedicated tools are there. That is the dedicated toolkit. That is called it as continuous integration, continuous integration, continuous delivery, configuration management, and continuous monitoring. We have the continuous integration and continuous delivery, configuration management, and continuous monitoring. So these are the 4 pillars of the DevOps. Along with one more pillar, I can say cloud. Along with one more pillar, I can say cloud. So this is the important here. Okay. So because of DevOps engineer only, your application will be smooth, and we only 3 resources will be there because use highly automation. So by using this process, so the DevOps. Now let me explain the definition now. What is the DevOps? So DevOps is nothing but it will improve the communication and collaboration between the development team and application maintenance team. That is called as a DevOps. Right. So now what are the tools and what are the tools we are going to cover for next 2 months, guys? Okay. What are the tools we are going to cover for next 2 months? Okay, here I can't, images are unable to do, right? Okay, don't worry. So from next session onwards, what I can do, I am going to save the images and send the images here so that you people also know that. Okay, right. So now what I can do, so I am going to explain what are the toolkit, what are the toolkit, what are the process we are going. So continuous integration, that is the 4 pillars, right? Along with the 4 pillars, 4 pillar. So continuous integration, the continuous integration Git, Maven and Jenkins, the continuous delivery, Docker and Kubernetes, continuous monitoring, sorry, configuration management, configuration management, we are going to Ansible, continuous monitoring, we are going to discuss CloudWatch, Grafana, Prometheus. Along with that, so we have additional tools as well, additional continuous integration tools. So this is the Nexus and SonarQube. So this is called a middleware tools. Middleware, you can say the Nexus and Sonar. So middleware services are nothing but additional services, guys. Okay? To make your application going slow. To make your application going slow. That is called as a middleware services. Middleware services are nothing but additional services to make your application going slow. Clear? Right. So next one is cloud. So coming to the cloud, we are going to discuss the AWS. So in the AWS, we are going to discuss 15 plus services. 15 plus services we are going to cover in the AWS. And along before going to start the AWS, I am going to explain the Linux.
1 minute. Actually, we are getting a background voice.
Sir, disturbing voice coming,
Can you
sir.
please ask me?
Basics and Terraform.
Hello.
Terraform. Terraform is nothing but so
Hello,
automate
Hari. Are you able to hear me?
Hello, sir.
cloud infrastructure. See
Hello,
guys.
sir.
So even cloud itself we can able to automate by using the
Hello,
Terraform.
sir.
So finally,
Hello.
so script we are going to scripting.
Sir, background disturbance is coming, sir. Can you see that?
Hello. Can you hear me, sir? Hello.
The scripting we are going to discuss YAML. Scripting we are going to discuss YAML.
Sir. Hello, sir. Hello.
లేదంటే ఎప్పుడు లేనిది ఫోన్ అందరూ కావాలంటే మనిషి ఇప్పుడు ఎవరు వస్తుంది
Guys, please mute yourself. Guys, are you able to listen my voice properly?
No, it's clear. Sir, someone is talking, sir. You should
Hello?
mute. Hello.
Are you able to listen my voice properly, guys?
Voice. Yeah, sir. Now okay.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay. Now let me explain here. Coming to the so scripting, guys. Okay, coming to the scripting. So we are going to discuss YAML, JSON. Scripting is nothing but YAML, JSON, and Groovy. So these are the scripting we are going to cover. Along with the scripting, so we are also discussing about the mini projects. Guys, in the mini projects, we are going to cover 4 mini projects. Along with that, so workshop access. So for every weekend, right? So alternate weekend or monthly 2 to 3 times. So we are going to conduct some workshops also. So in the workshops also, we are going to provide the access for you people. So what is the advantage here? So whenever we are providing the workshops like AWS, Terraform, and mini projects, all this process we are going to cover in the workshops. So the main advantage to workshops during the weekends is parallelly you are working, right? Parallel, because nowadays the calls will also come, right? So whenever the calls will also come, you no need to miss any kind of concept. So let us suppose 1 month. Within 1 month, your all the tools are completed. 60% of tools are completed. Parallelly, you people also working on cloud. You people also learning the AWS. The main advantage will be when you go for the interview. So it is very useful for you. It is very useful for you. Clear, everyone? That's why we are planning like this. So workshop access, mini projects 4. And what are the mini projects? So what is the mini projects here? Automated deployment and rollbacking the deployment. The main important is automated the deployment, rollbacking the deployment. Automating the deployment, rollbacking the deployment. Clear? So automating the deployment, rollbacking the deployment. So this is very, very important. automating the deployment, rollbacking the deployment. And second one is integration with the, let me note down here also. So maybe, okay, the mini processor for, okay. So till the time what I can do, I am going to okay, I will not know. Let me know. Let me note down. Yeah, let me note down here so that I will copy. So first of all, continuous integration. So we are going to git, maven, and Jenkins. Okay, so don't worry guys, tomorrow next 2 days, okay, I'm going to help you. So what is the use case of the continuous integration, and why, what are the tools are available, and continuous delivery, configuration management, and continuous monitoring. So all the things we are going to discuss. So until and unless I am not explaining theory, so whenever we started the git now, all are practical, you no need to worry, everything is practical. So I will provide the documents as well. You no need to note down any kind of notes as well. So all the PPTs I will provide to you. All the PPTs I will provide to you. So okay, Git Jenkins and continuous delivery. The continuous delivery we are going to discuss about Docker and Kubernetes and continuous configuration management. So configuration management we are going to cover Ansible and continuous monitoring. So in the continuous monitoring, so we are going to cover CloudWatch, Grafana, Prometheus. Right, okay. Right. So CloudWatch, Grafana, and Prometheus. Along with that, so we are also having additional tools. So in the additional tools, I will include here itself, guys. Okay, here itself, Maven, Nexus, Sonar, Cube, and Jenkins. So Sonar Cube will help us to check the vulnerabilities. Okay, whatever the code in the vulnerabilities, we have to do. And after that, cloud technology. So before going to the cloud, Linux and cloud, AWS. So within the AWS, 15 plus services and Terraform. Terraform is nothing but automate cloud infrastructure. See, going forward, so the Terraform is the market leading here. Okay, Terraform tool is the market leading tool. So by using this tool, we can able to do that. What is about continuous testing? Okay, Ajay. So continuous testing is nothing but it's not in the DevOps side. Okay, so continuous testing is nothing but, so in between, if you want to test your project, is there any tool we are going to integrate? Okay, so continuous integration is nothing but internal testing only. Whenever the developer commit the code, automatically it will be compiled, automatically it will be packaged, automatically it will be do. Clear? Got my point? So continuous testing is nothing but, so if you want to deploy your project, first, before we have to, it will tested only. It will be tested only, right? So automate the cloud infrastructure. So after that, so we need to scripting. In the scripting level, so we are going to discuss YAML, JSON, and Groovy. YAML, JSON, and Groovy. Okay, along with that, mini projects. In the mini projects level, we are going to cover automated deployment, rollback deployment, and CI/CD integration, CI/CD integration, and along with the CI/CD integration, and we are going to the end-to-end tools integration. So all the tools. So we can say all tools integration. Right. Okay. So this is that. Along with that, workshops. So live workshops. So whoever is, whenever I am conducting the workshops, so I will provide the live workshop so that you people can join and you can listen. Okay, live workshop. So duration will be 2 months, guys. Duration will be 2 months. Duration will be 2 months. Every day session will be 1 hour. 1 hour session. So guys, 1 hour session. So this is the entire toolkit. So we are going to cover. And suppose if any tools, if any advanced tools are coming in between, so those tools also we will cover. Those tools also we are going to cover here. Those tools also we are going to. I just sent everything in the chart. I just sent everything in the chart. So guys, one more request from my end. Let me stop my screening.